Hello YouTube, Thai Seeker here, and today we have our 7th episode on TechTalk, which is our brand new name for our brand old podcast. So, well,
Brand
since it's
old,
World Cup,
brand old podcast.
yeah, I know, lame, right?
Uh,
I'm trying to be cheesy. Anyway, so even with World Cup team ahead and that night where Uruguay versus that team, Google
mm,
never stopped, Android never stopped, news never stops.
news never stops.
And does that goes the same for gaming as?
Yeah, a little bit of some stuff here and there.
So let me introduce to you our two special guests. One is Asne, which is being a very common figure in our podcast, and the second is
More like regular guests.
more like a regular guest, yes. Second is Johan Imran, just because he's here.
Yeah, he's in the background doing stuff.
Okay, good, good. So, as I was saying, Google I/O has so many announcements. However, none for Nexus. As why do you think so? Why isn't there any Nexus announcement? Well, there's Android Web, there's like Android L, there's a bit of Android Tango here. There's some Android car, Android TV, but nothing
Yeah,
Nexus.
yeah, I can see what you mean there. Because like we're talking like everything is announced, but the Nexus. So I think that it is probably still in secrecy right now because we don't even know who is making a Nexus phone. We don't even know like the specs. We don't even know. We don't have a lot of rumors going on right now.
Yeah, and the best part, even though the rumors are actually indicating that the 8 Nexus 8 is going to be made by HTC, everyone is being so quite tight-lipped. However,
Yeah.
according to Pocket Now, Jaime Rivera reported that according to one of the executives in Google, Nexus, the Nexus lineup is still going to be on. There's no halting them. Probably with what they're going to try is going to make Nexus work with Android Silver and start their own thing going on us.
Yeah.
Any
Something from the gaming news. It's something a bit surprising for me. YouTube is now getting better for gaming. So like now we're having two new things. We're finally getting full 60 FPS recording.
Oh my god, finally.
It's awesome. And we will also be getting fan funding.
Fan funding, something like Kickstarter, is it?
Yeah, so like Kickstarter, so the fans can start funding your channel and start helping your channel grow and all that.
As I think if if YouTube actually if Google actually does this right, maybe money.
Money. So what else do we have? Besides YouTube, Battlefield Hardline.
Ah,
So like some people are complaining about Battlefield Hardline because it feels like a mod, and they're charging $60 for it.
wait, you charge for mod? You actually pay for mod?
Because Hardline, a lot of people complain that it feels like more like a mod
Oh,
rather than a
mod.
full game.
Oh, more like a
Modification.
mod.
Modification.
Oh.
Yeah. So like they are paying $60 for it. So a lot of people are pissed off at it, right? What is this?
$60, that's a lot of money. It's like buying an Xbox. It's like buying an Xbox game right over here.
Right. So like, even Machinima is like, if Battlefield were to allow modders to mod their games, we will be getting Battlefield Hardline for free.
Oh, that'll be great.
I mean, because Battlefield doesn't allow modders. I'm sure if they were to somebody will modded something like that already, and they will.
Yeah, I expect if Battlefield were to allow mods, it will increase their sales. Maybe
Right.
pulling some hardcore Ghost fans away. You never know.
And so like it's a bit weird for Battlefield to be paying this much money for a game that I know a lot of people don't like. Some people are hating on Hardline right now.
Yeah, but that's like similar to Ghost. One. A lot of people hated Ghost, and look how well it did technically.
No, but surprisingly, if you go to Steam, right, you know the first 5 reviews
Yeah.
on Steam website, all of them were not recommended
For what? Hardline.
for Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah. It's more like a ripoff because see the storyline sucked.
Oh,
The multiplayer is okay, and
Yes.
the alien thing they are trying to copy from zombies, which is like it's not as fun if you
Okay.
ask me. Zombie is more. You got pack a punch in zombie, please. No one can beat the pack a punch.
Nobody can beat the Pack Punch. I mean, they're having a sale on Black Ops 2 right now. If people were to vote for Black Ops 2, it could be 50% off.
Oh, 50%. And that's how Treyarch still wins against Activision.
And yet, if you were to look at Black Ops 2's reviews, all 5 reviews recommend it.
Yes. Even though actually Black Ops 2, in my opinion, didn't do as well as the first one, but it still didn't do as badly as what Ghost did to Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. So what else? Yeah, some more news from the Division. Apparently, the Division will have microtransactions.
For what?
The Division will have microtransactions.
Oh, so basically being like a small Black Ops 2 lah, like when they allow microtransaction.
So their logic was that some people do not have the time to level up. So what they're offering is that they're offering like all this leveling up exclusive items for a small fee.
Which is? How small is the fee?
That's a good question, but we're not sure. So apparently it's still gonna be so weird. You got a guy who's like trying his best to rank up, and then you got a guy who just plays for 20 minutes and is like level 100 already.
See, that's the problem. That's the actual problem of microtransaction. That's why people hate microtransaction. Just imagine if you can get Prestige 10 on Ghost for paying like $100. Everyone will do it. And people who are hardcore playing it just for the experience will like get level 50, finally going to Prestige 1, and they'll have Prestige 10 people going around and killing them.
No, exactly. It's so unfair.
It's very unfair. It's very unfair. That one I actually agree on. Us is very unfair. Anyone new us? Anyone news?
So I think it's about it. So I think we can move on to GoogleI now.
So continue on GoogleIO. What was I talking about? Us? I forgot.
We're talking about let's see. It was talking about I forgot what it was really. I forgot what it was really.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was talking about World Cup. Yes, World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about Uruguay versus the other team, which for the life of me I can't remember the team. Anyway, as I was saying, GoogleIO never stops. Google never stops. Actually, news never stops. There's so many announcements, and I said previously that Nexus. There was no Nexus announcement. Yes, thank you. As no announcements, and as I said also earlier that an executive from Google confirmed that there will be a next Nexus, but we don't know made from who or from what. But most sources indicates HTC. As would you like to see a tablet made by HTC? The design, the materials same like the M7 and the M8 made into an 8-inch tablet.
I actually wouldn't mind because like if you look right, HTC's designs have always been very nice.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, right. Look at how I think
M7 with the boombox, with the boom sound.
I wish about the M8 and M7 have one at least outstanding design at least once.
Definitely. So continuing, one of the things which was announced in Google's I/O is actually Android L. You heard it right, guys. Android L, not a lollipop, not key lime pie or anything like that. Just with the letter L. Yeah. And according to them, it's going to be the biggest update for Android since Android.
So pretty much iOS 6 to iOS 7.
Something that something that Apple said when when they were talking about iOS 7. So as you have seen the pics for, or we can call it render pics for Android L. Do you like the design, or do you absolutely hate it like some some comments in YouTube?
Actually, no, I do like it. No, it feels very green, like iOS 7. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's a good way for Google to move forward with the designs.
Yeah, it looks similar to KitKat in a way because of the beautiful white colors, and also I think they took some cues from HTC Sense 6 with the green, with the when you open the dialer, it opens up like that, and you get a nice blue hue right over there. And if you were to click the context, you have a splash of green. So I think a bit of HTC Sense 6 right there. And as I said, just now, the splash of green is what you call material design that Google has been boasting very heavily. They say it's going to be elegant, it's going to be beautiful, which I agree. It looks really good. There's
It looks really good. I think the one that really excites me is the fact that you can tie your phone to your, let's say, your Bluetooth watch. So let's say if it detects your Bluetooth watch in the vicinity, when you unlock your phone, there will be no PIN code.
yes, yes. That actually it's called smarter unlocking. Or the Google guys are saying smart unlocking. It even works when you're at home, where it actually doesn't put on the lock.
Yeah, so it detects your house.
So some people saying that what if you get burglary in your house and your phone gets stolen? Well, then that's just too bad, because luck.
Yeah.
Also, there are so many changes. Not so many. There's so many aesthetic changes done by Google. You can actually categorize it into three. If I'm not mistaken, you have battery life, multitasking, and of course aesthetic design. The battery life is actually improved. As you see, did you see something else?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, going back. It's actually called Project Volta, where it actually allows you, without going into really hardcore coding, it seems that it will allow you to get 90 minutes extra of battery from a Nexus 5 smartphone. Well, this is for the Nexus 5. Imagine for phones like the Moto G or the Samsung S5, the S4, the Nexus 7, the Nexus 8, and also developers will be also able to use an app, a feature called Battery Historian, which will actually allow you to see specifically which tasks use most battery, which is really interesting. And for those of you who want to see or want to find out more, it's called Project Volta. Any comments, as because this looks finally for me, this actually looks like a real initiative by Google to take care of battery life.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree, because it looks like Google is really trying their best to beat terrible battery life. Because like, even though my phone is not running on, say, Project Volta, I think because my phone right now already has really good battery life. Now imagine if that thing was running on Project Volta, I can imagine myself I can rest it for another 2 days straight.
Yes, indeed. Also, I'm also very happy that the fact that actually going through with this kind of project, as they did with Project Butter, and they exceeded really well, and I can imagine how good Project Volta will do. And also, what other thing which is different is the notifications. Notifications are indeed different. Now you can actually access your notifications on your home screen, and it'll be coming out like white icons here. You take two hands, drag it down, and you'll have your detailed notifications. So, for example, if you're having a Gmail notification, it'll be coming out as one bar, as you normally do on your notification bar. You take your two hands, scroll it down, and you have archive and send. And you can even do it. You can do it from lock screen instead of actually dragging your hand down. It saves one less touch, It saves one less touch. Also, you get a new notification. A new notification drop down. For example, in KitKat, if I were to open my phone, it'd be looking like this. However, on Android L, it looks like Google Plus, neat with cards instead of it looking like black, as you can see here, black. So it's pretty neat, as. What do you think about it, as? Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course. I saw the entire press conference.
No, I mean I'm talking about the hands-on on the L.
Hands-on on the L, not yet, but I saw the short conference for the L itself.
So you in my opinion, I think it's a way to go, because notifications on either platforms, either talking about iOS or Android, are starting to get a bit dull. Even with iOS, with very flat notifications, But with the cards notification, which takes the hint from Google Plus, sorry, the social network Google Plus, I think it's pretty interesting to see. Also, for those of you who want to get the Android L, it has come out for Nexus 7 and Nexus 5. So
Yeah, for the
you can grab it.
preview.
Yeah, double review, yes. So also you get also with Android L, it actually allows you to, it has 64-bit support. Definitely following from iOS 7 here with 64-bit support, but I'm happy that Google finally, not to say caught up, finally took the initiative to
64-bit.
to go towards the future, which is 64-bit, and maybe Tango will be running, of course, with the 4 gig RAM. You'll have to run Android L. Yeah, 64-bit OS. So yeah, I think people already knew it's gonna be 64-bit since Tango came out already. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Exactly. Also, please note that the developer preview for the Nexus 7 is only for the 2013 edition.
Yes. So 2012 edition people, I'm so sorry. Like yours, as you won't be getting it.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can wait.
Yeah, of course. Google will be also releasing it for the GPE devices soon. I can't wait to get hands-on with my Moto G. So, well, talking more about Android L, Android L also allows you to how to say, it somehow connects Chromebook. It means it's not just for the phones; it's for everything. Tablets, Android Wear is a type of Android L. Android TV, we should be talking very soon. As we'll be talking about it very soon. You get your Android car, as I think it's called Android car. It's like one whole ecosystem working together to give you the best experience that you can get. That's what Google is trying to do, and it even extends up to their Chromebook. I think this is something that iOS 8 is trying to do, and Android L is also trying to do. So we'll just have to see in these coming months which OS does it better. You think, is this a catch-up game, or is it is it just a trend that they have to do it?
I think it is a trend because you see every company is starting it now, so I think that they also want to catch up and be one of the first to showcase it.
Absolutely right.
Same thing with 64-bit OS, right? Apple started it all, then Google followed it up.
Yes, yeah, but it's also not fair to say that Google copied, because WDC actually was earlier than Google's I/O. So it's not fair to say that Google copied, because if Google's I/O was to be first and Apple was to be like a month before, a month after, we will say that Apple's being copying. But it's not fair to say that they are copying each other. Also, you have multitasking, which is totally different. You have your cards view. So for those for our listeners who don't really know how it's going to look like, which is pretty rare, it's going to look like Google Chrome tabs bar, which means that for example, if I have to open my phone over here, go to Chrome, wait for a while it loads. It'll be looking something like this. We'll have cards all the way at the back, but this is for multitasking. But what's even more surprising is the multitasking doesn't only include the apps. It also includes Chrome tabs. For example, if you're having camera on and you have Google Chrome open with tabs, your multitasking actually allows you to see the whole thing, all of it. For example, it will allow you to see Chrome, the Chrome tabs, and the camera. So for example, if you were to bring it up here, right over here, you'll be seeing all of it except in a Chrome-like view. You also have Google Now Search, which will be able for all devices to have active, something like what's this feature called as?
Is it the Moto X where you?
Yeah, Moto X, the listening, the.
I know what you mean, but I forgot what it's called. So,
oh, bless my memory. Anyway, Google Now Search will be able to allow you to say "Okay Google," while the screen is on, obviously. "Okay Google," and it'll open up Google Now. It's something like having Google Experience Launcher on your phone. And also there are some talks that when you charge your phone, something like iPhone, when you charge your phone, Google Now the hotkey Google Now will be able to you'll be able to open Google Now while your phone's off. Something like what's Apple doing for Siri. Again, we can't say that Google is copying Apple because it's not fair, because if Google were to come earlier instead of Apple, as I said earlier, we'll think that Apple is copying with what they're doing with Siri. So, but those are just talks. As any do you feel excited with these new features, or are you like, well, it's expected and they have to do something about it?
No, I don't feel like that. No, I feel like it's something for Google that they're trying their best to improve on what is already good. I'm quite excited for Android L. It really does look like a cleaner version of Android. And I would also enjoy to use the Google Now search feature.
Oh,
I feel like
that is amazing. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. Having my Moto G without having to install a Google Experience Launcher, I can just open my phone and say, "Okay, Google." It really makes me like I'm having a Moto X.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm having a personal assistant.
Yes, having a personal assistant like Siri, except Siri isn't that accurate. Anyway, so coming into the performance department, Google has made some changes behind the scene that will make Android L a faster and an awesomer beast. Supposedly, app animations will now run at smoother 60 FPS, which means it will max out your GPU at 60 FPS. But with Polyap Volta, hopefully it will
Control.
it will even out the battery usage, and also it will allow you to have it will make 3D heavy games shine just a little bit brighter, as the Google says. Also, one fun fact: when you install Android L, it runs Art natively, replacing Dalvik.
So Dalvik will be no longer around, right?
Dalvik will be around. You can change it, but Art will be booted up when you update to Android L.
I see. Also, we've been recording for about 22 minutes.
22 minutes, okay. So finishing up Android L, we do not know what version number is going to be, either 4.5 or 5.0, but if we are able to speculate, since this is going to be the biggest update yet, it's probably going to be 5.0.
Yeah.
Release date.
Question is, what's the name?
Yeah, question, what's the name? L, Lollipop, Lime, Pie, I don't know, Lima Goreng, I don't know. When is the Android L release date? Nobody really knows. Probably this fall, if I had to guess. But
somewhere during the end of the year, probably.
Probably end of the year. But I'll wait. I'll wait for this beautiful app. A beautiful OS. It really, I think this is what's going to destroy iOS 8, in my opinion.
Yeah, actually.
In my opinion, because
I feel like if that happens, the only thing that's supporting Apple at that moment will be the Apple fanboys.
Yes, definitely. So you have a few things to talk about Google I/O, if I was not mistaken.
Yeah, Android Wear and Android TV, right? Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget Android One. Can I talk a bit about Android One?
Yeah, sure.
So coming back to Android L, I'm so sorry, Android One is destined. I think it's made to destroy the line or the bar set by low-end phones. It literally blurs the line. If I were to tell you the specs of a phone, 4.5 inches, dual SIM support, Google Play Store on the spot updates, OTA updates, you will think it's going to be like a Moto G, a 650 ringgit phone. It's going to be like even a Moto E. You think it's going to be a Moto E, but just stretching the imagination. Android One is aimed to be less than $100 and is aimed for the next 5 billion users, aka.
I have a feeling that this is going to be the phone that will eventually destroy future phones.
This is going to destroy a lot of phones. This might even replace Project Arab, since it's so cheap. You can get 4.5 inches dual SIM. This is actually cheaper than Lenovo basic phone. If you're asking me, $100 is $300. 300 ringgit right over here. 4.5 inches dual SIM, and you're getting great on the spot updates from Google. It's like a Nexus, $100 Nexus. Who wouldn't buy it?
Sorry, who to buy it?
So we
Samsung fanboy for you, who thinks that
yeah.
the more expensive it is, the better it is. It's
Yeah,
not true.
probably he is going to recommend everyone the Ace 4 or the Ace 3.
And I would tell him that you are bigger. Yeah, that you are a moron.
Yeah, you right there. Yeah, you're a moron. Anyway, so we do not know the real specifications. We just know that this phone is made to destroy the bar set by low-end phones, and it's going to, I think, if Google plays this right, finally breaching in to the Asia market, this phone is going to destroy high-end phones. Not to say high-end phones, but it's going to literally destroy Nokia, Microsoft's 520, the 530, the 630, even the 730. This phone is going to destroy it if Google does it right. Okay, that's my session. Now to yours. Android Wear and Android TV. Sorry, Android Tango.
Before that, I just want to ask you, what is the purpose of a Google Cardboard?
Google Cardboard is basically what Google has made to entertain the developers or the people that they were there. Basically, you will make the cardboard like this. It's going to be it's actually a straight cardboard. So then you fold it in a way, maybe something like a binoculars. You put your phone here. And it allows you to see your phone in 3D. For example, it has tweet in 3D. It has a few objects where if you were to tilt your phone, you will have it look 3D and stuff like that. Basically, entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, so starting off with Android TV. So I think the question is, what is Android TV? So I think a lot of you Android users may remember Google TV back in 2010. Pretty much Android TV is the same thing, but hopefully it will not fail as badly as Google TV.
Oh yeah, Google TV literally crashed and burned.
Yeah. In fact, it was so bad that Logitech actually called it a beta product.
Oh wow, that's
how bad it was.
That is embarrassing.
So it's Android TV is pretty much a sort of hybrid of its competitors. For starters, you can pretty much buy or rent movies. Say for example, Man of Steel, The Dark Knight Rises, The Hobbit, As Wish Was Small. Another one of the useful features is that it recommends its recommendations on your home screen based on your viewing habits.
Oh, so it actually learns.
So the idea is to save you I'm reading this from an article, right? So the idea is to save you having to search for a film yourself.
Oh. Yeah, I saw them talking about they were searching for Breaking Bad and Doctor Who, right?
Yeah, but there is a downside. Recommendations really only work if you incorporate all the big players. As it is, services like Netflix can choose to stay away, which means you won't see, say, Better Call Saul as a recommendation on the Android TV homepage.
Oh, that is sad.
But
sad. I think knowing Google, they will figure something out. They will really figure something out.
Yeah, they'll figure out a way if we were to know Google.
Knowing Google, they're probably going to blow the world with another invention.
Yeah. So Android, as you all know, Android has a very gigantic game and app library, and Android TV intends on using this to its advantage. So about anything from Netflix and YouTube to Angry Birds, Transformers, and Flappy Bird will play nicely with a physical game controller.
So basically, it's like an Xbox.
Pretty much like an Xbox, yeah.
Oh wow! Imagine playing Asphalt 8 on there, or Dead Trigger 2, even 3 is gonna come out.
Yeah, you'll be playing with your controllers So another question is, does Android TV play nice with other Android devices? And the answer is yes, actually it does indeed. You'll be able to cast content from the Android tablet or smartphone Think of it a bit like the Xbox Smart Glass then.
Oh wow, that's so cool. That is so see, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So in addition, Google Cast syncs where you got to go in a movie. So let's say you're watching a movie and you have to go, so you can pause the movie and you can resume your movie on your phone or tablet.
Oh, that's so cool. See,
That's what it's
now that's a future worth actually buying from. You know, for not like a few others. Does does this cancel what's that dongle, the Chrome, what's it called, Chromecast?
Chromecast.
Does it?
I don't think so. It doesn't say anything about Chromecast, so I assume that Chromecast will still be around, but we'll see. So Android TV set-top boxes are expected to arrive in the autumn. So you should see something before Christmas if all goes to plan.
Imagine getting a Google TV for your Christmas. That'd be awesome.
However, failing that, Sony Sharp and TP Vision are apparently also working on Android TV televisions. So we'll see where they'll go.
But either way, Google is going to still get profit from
TV, yeah.
them using the OS.
Yeah. Also, I think we'll be recording for about 31 minutes.
31 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Is that all about Google TV or is that more?
That's about it.
Okay. So now we're going to go into the most interesting topic. Finally, at the 31st mark, Android Wear. I bet there's a billion things to talk about Android Wear.
You gotta give me a minute because I'm multitasking right now, so just searching my mind. Give me a minute.
Okay. So is it okay if I take over from here, Az?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so there were actually 3 devices that were showcased in Google I/O for representing the awesome Android Wear.
Yeah.
The Moto 360, the G Watch, and the Gear Live. As for pricing, for those of you who are getting jumpy, Gear Live is going to be costing $199. Sorry, that's $199. The G Watch is going to cost $299, and the Moto 360 sadly has no price. So we do not know when it's going to come out. I do not know when it's going to come out.
That's true. I mean, like, everyone's making smartwatches now, so I don't think Apple will really feel special if they were to make the iWatch.
Yeah. But knowing people, just because it's by Apple, they're probably going to get iWatch.
Yeah, they're gonna buy it.
Yeah. So
we know Apple fanboys well.
Yeah. Because in our place of studying, there's so many Apple fanboys. You will be surprised.
You'll be surprised.
You'll be surprised. Anyway, so Android Wear is if I had to put Android Air in a few words, I would say Android Wear is an Android L iteration watch mode.
On your watch mode, yeah.
Yes, basically it's all gestures, and I got to say it's the most beautiful thing I've seen the most beautiful design and color options, especially in the Moto 360's watch. The design, the circular design. So when you swipe up, it's extremely beautiful. But there were actually some problems. Some people were like a bit worried because they were scared that they had to swipe up so many times to get to the lock screen or the watch face. But actually, according to Google's team, for example, let's say if you get a notification from Google Plus, you swipe the Google Plus aside, all of the notifications regarding Google Plus will be cancelled. So, for example, if you have like 10 Google Plus notification and 1 Facebook and 1 from Twitter, you cancel out 1 from Google Plus, all 10 goes away, and you get Google and you get Facebook and Twitter. If Facebook and Twitter were to update their application to support Android Wear. And a fun fact there, one small fact that I forgot to mention, the first app to be updated for Android L is going to be Google Now Search, where it actually allows you to, one of the features of L, it actually allows you to say, okay Google, and it will fire it up, of course, when your thing is on.
What's so cool is that the new technology can also tip off wearers to dangers that lurk, as demonstrated in Google's first Android Wear video. A jellyfish warning prompt can be seen with the surface flick of the wrist.
Oh, this is cool.
That means you can be swimming and they can just tell you there can be a risk there's jellyfish nearby, so you can know that. So it's a warning to know that you should be careful.
So nice. That is actually very smart, very smart. This is actually sorry. I think all watches have a IP67 waterproof, so you can't go deep,
Yeah, should
but
be.
you can actually swim.
Yeah. So like, it's gonna be interesting to see where Google will take this. You know, I feel like Google is like really trying their best to do everything. They're making smartwatches, they're making Android L, they're making everything
They are trying to basically take over the world.
without the killer robots so far.
Without oh yes, the killer robots. Oh my God, Uz. Do you see the video
I
about
did not
that?
see the video. I did not see the video yet.
Guys, you should see the video. It's hilarious because you have the presenter there talking about the Google L, and everyone is so focused there, and then suddenly you have this few people standing up and accusing Google of having developing killer robots and all kind of Area 51 nonsense. And it's
They're like,
actually not one or two. It's actually a group of people that actually one by one stood up. So.
the imagine that happens, everyone will be like, we told you so.
Oh yeah. It will be like that end of the world thing where there'll be one guy talking about end of the world and that happens to be end of the world and he'll be shouting at everyone end of the world and he dies.
So keep an eye in case Google becomes the next Skynet, because I'm quite worried too.
That'd be funny. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, if that happens, we just send Arnold back in time.
Yeah. So anything to add on?
No, I think it's about. I think we're about. Sorry, I think for. We're about 37 minutes recording.
37 minutes. Okay. So we have actually reached to the end of our podcast. We've talked about Android L. Even though we do not know any more other than what Google has told us. We have talked about Android Wear, which is pretty what's that word? Pretty outstanding. Given with the three main devices to be portraying Android Wear, which is 360, the Live, and also the G Watch. I think most people will be buying the 360 when it comes out.
Probably. Because Motorola had a good track.
Yeah. Look at the Moto G. It like dared to ship 6 million of it.
Right. And this is why I'm glad I bought a Nexus device.
Yes. On the spot updates. Also for those of you who are thinking when is 4.4.4 coming out, real soon. It has came out for the GP devices already, namely the Moto G. Probably it's going to come out for the other variants of Moto G, but we'll just have to wait. So so we also talk about Android TV, which seems to be right now having a better future than what Google TV did.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and also that's about it. If you have any questions, you can ask right now since we have like when's the 40-minute mark, Az?
In about, let's see, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, so for the one viewer who is watching, any questions, please do tell. And also we'll be moving on to the everything in between. Is there everything between us to talk about?
Probably not, since let me talk about Doctor Who. That's about it.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who. Yes, Doctor Who is coming out on the
3rd of August. 23rd.
23rd of August. It's coming out on the 23rd of August for all of you Whovians or Doctor Who fans. It's coming out on August 23rd. So keep your calendars marked. Drink a lot of coffee or tea, depending on where you are.
Doctor Who.
Watch it live.
Also, there was a video where they were showing the next Doctor, and they had Matt Smith like in the recording talking to him, and you can see how choked up Matt Smith was.
Why?
Like he thought he knew it was his time, but he felt bad for leaving the show.
Oh.
Like You could tell it in his face already, man. He felt like this is a good idea.
Matt Smith is a very good doctor. Even David Tennant. How was David Tennant when he left? Was he happy?
I didn't know, but I think it was quite okay. I think it was time for him to move on already. It was already 5 years.
Yeah, David Tennant had a really good run. He had Rose. Technically, he had Rose. He had Martha Jones. Wait.
Martha Jones. Yeah.
Wait. Let's not spoil anymore. Okay. So talking about World Cup. Well, World Cup is World Cup. We don't know much about football. Anything else?
No, I think it's about it. I think you can call it a day for today.
Yeah, you're gonna call it a day. So for our one watcher, well, someone has to love you. Anyway, any questions before we end it? Is it 39 minutes? Because I want to stop it at 4.
Yeah, it's about 41 minutes already.
Okay. Oh wait, I have one notification before. Well, yeah, the best doctor other than David Tennant. If you have watched Matt Smith, you will say that he's one of the better doctors. So one of the best doctors. Out of Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith, I've got to say it's extremely close between those two. Matt Smith and David Tennant. Because see, David Tennant is a serious kind of person. You know?
Yeah.
When he doesn't like something, he shouts and he gets really excited. Matt Smith, on the other hand, he acts like a child. I mean, his doctor characteristically acts like a child. So you can't really compare. But in my opinion, because I'm watching the 7th season, I think David Tennant is like just a bit better, just because of his acting. How about you?
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think David Tennant is acting. I do prefer Tennant more to Matt Smith because I feel like Tennant, when he wants to be serious, he can be serious.
Really.
Then again,
your comments.
Then again, we'll see what Peter Capaldi will do.
Oh yeah, I saw his cameo on Doctor Who Twitter, and I'm
was it the Fires of Pompeii?
No, it was the white backdrop where he's holding the sonic screwdriver.
Oh, I see. He was actually in the show as another character.
Really?
Yeah, the Fires of Pompeii. Go check it out.
Nice.
It was actually during Tennant's run.
So is it 40 minutes? Because well, I'm tired. Oh yeah, for those who are fasting, happy fasting. Totally forgot to say.
Happy fasting.
So we have about 3 more hours for open fast.
Yeah. Oh god. First
really,
day be like,
Yeah.
First day be like, hell yeah, let's do this shit. Like the middle of the month you'll be like, and then right at the end of the month be like, let's do this shit.
I know that. Yeah. For one, Matt Smith, for example, I don't think you have watched it, Murali. The Matt Smith's seasons. The doctor. If you have, then you will like, oh, he's good. Of course, it took me some time to adjust to Matt Smith.
Same thing when you went for Eccleston to Tennant, right?
Yeah, it took me a long time to actually accept David Tennant, and of course David Tennant became one of the best doctors. So not the best doctors, because we've only seen 3. One of the best actors I've seen on TV.
Then again, we haven't seen the original series, so.
Yeah, we haven't seen like the original those like 90s.
No, not even 90s, 60s.
Yeah, the 60s, the first Doctor. Oh man.
I think it should start with Tom Baker. I think Tom Baker Doctor was the next. But it should be in that list of favorite doctors. Tom Baker should be in that list somewhere.
Okay. So I guess we'll be ending it now.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more, please do subscribe, like,
and comment.
And comment. Don't forget to check us channel. I hope I will have the will to put it inside the description. But if I don't, his name is Gamer Guy 917.
971.
971. Oh.
Yeah. No spacing. Just straight away Gamer Guy 971. That's it.
Yeah, it's basically just one word. GAMER GUY
971.
971. Okay, so that does it. Please don't forget to watch my next review, which is basically the Avia launcher by Yahoo. So yeah, you should try the launcher. It's pretty good.
I should wait on.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Have a great day and happy fasting.
Yes.
Say bye, us.
Bye. Bye.